So, hi everybody and welcome back. This is Unreal Engine 5 beginners tutorial. This is video number 11. We are still on our overview and we stopped here with this two blueprints in our blueprint folder. And I said these two blueprints are very important and we are talking about them. So, first of all, these two blueprints we have set in our game project settings, right? You remember we had to set this one in maps and modes. I'll show you it fast. When you go here to edit, down to project settings and go to maps and mods, and there is it. Or there is it not. That's worse. Okay, we have to set it. We have not set it. Okay, we have set our default map, I think, but we have not set our default mode. So in this case, let's set it. Okay, here it says default mode, and the first one I set, which is very important, is our game mode. And the default one means when you open your level or main menu, like here, it will open this one too. So let's set it. In our case, BP first person game mode. This is the one which was created for this template. And the in-game mode, you can see it has also set some default values. For example, what I said was important default pawn class is very important, and this BP third person class is, when I switch back, is actually this one. So, and like I said, the other one are important later, especially this player controller, but right now forget all other one, just concentrate on this two and we are good to go. So, and we have set now this one, and you see, like I said, this setting is very important. We come here because we have set this one, this one, this one, and most settings we don't care. There are only, I counted this, around 10 which you have to care at start, and other ones too only when you come along and need it. So, and there was one more thing, how to save that. This will be saved when you close it, because this is a special case. When you just close it, it saves automatically. Good, that's nice. And we know now we have set this. So let's go on now. Here on world settings, here the only thing, this one is not there by default, this world settings. You go here on top window and you can activate it here on world settings, and if you activate it, then you have this one. And the only thing why I have activated or I use this world setting is just for game mode, this one, and default pawn class. Actually, I used most time only this two, and perhaps player controller later when I change the code places and so on and need it. But at start we really need this two, and only the reason why I use world settings, and you can use it this two, and I showed you why. Because let's see, we are just working here around in our yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, I work here around and have here doing here something and said, oh, I need a reference, right? And the most time, it's very important, most time you need a reference game mode or default pawn class at start. Later perhaps you make a reference via interface, or there is another way, I think, with function blueprints. So this is another method. At start we don't make this. So at start, yes, as a beginner, we make most time a reference here, or this is anyway a start point. So I say, oh, I need a reference in game mode, or I want jump in my character and make there a reference. What I do there very fast here, it was this scope symbol here, zack, it jumps directly to my game mode and I don't have to search it. So anywhere, and then I can just click, open it up, double click on it, and then it opens up. Here one note, all time when it's open up, sometimes it is not docked on the content here. The first thing what I make is I click on it, drag and drop and dock it here, so I can switch very comfortably here The next thing is what you see here. Don't be irritated. It is just a short version, not to open all the editor, the full editor like it's here. You can open full blueprint editor. This is only a short preview version, and this is most time used if you have some settings here and you want just change fast it and close it. For example, you just say, oh, I change just this class here, game session, or what this is, or I just go here, or just go here and then set something and then close it. But we don't, also I don't make this in general. I did this too sometimes, but in general what I do is just go here and click on open Blueprint full editor, and this is the place where we will work. All right, but here I will talk later a little bit more. This is the game mode. And yeah, and the next thing is, okay, I set my reference, for example, and now I say, oh wait, I need a reference in my character too, or something like that. Okay, character, how to find it? Of course, I'm not really, they are not really side by side here. And then I go here, just and jump here. Okay, jumps, double click, and then I'm in my character. You can see the same problem here. It is not docked. The first thing what I do is just dock on top. Now I can switch here comfortably, and yeah, and do my stuff, what I have to do. We will talk as well about the characters soon. So that said, this is the only reason why I have this here. Very comfortable, very fast access points. I call them fast access points, and this is the only reason, till now at least. Okay, let's see what we are going to do now. Starter content will be coming soon, but not now. We will talk again about these two things here. The blueprint character, which you can see here. In general, I don't like this here in the blueprints folder. Why? Because normally we have here character folder, right? Mannequin, and the character should contain all character components, meshes, assets, all what contains character. It should be there, and blueprint is not there. But okay, at the start we can use it because this is a specific folder structure. You can make it so or so. Let's keep this at start. So, but just in general, perhaps I change it in the future, but right now blueprints are in blueprints. And one more note, again, I repeat myself, but this is very important. When you search something, just go all time on content. And we use the convention all time, right? I said the convention is the prefix of names. And when we search, for example, blueprints, we write BP underscore, and all blueprints in this project, which is here, is shown here. So we have here something like BP Light Studio. This, oh, I don't know. And these two blueprints we know. This is our third person character blueprint, and this is our game mode blueprint. That's nice. And very important, don't forget to delete the search line, because if you are not deleting that, for example, and click here around, then you are wondering, oh, why it's not showing anything there. Okay, that said, we go on. So we have our third person. I think we can jump now to the first very important blueprint, because we already set it up and we need to talk about this. We are talking about this blueprint game mode, but before we talk about this blueprint game mode, let's see how we create a blueprint, right? So how we create a blueprint in general. So the first thing is we go to our blueprints folder, you select it, then you can go again to this add folder, and here on top we have blueprint class. I showed this, I think, and it will repeat it all time again, but with different settings probably. And here, or you go here inside this folder, right click, what I do most time because it's a little bit faster, and then I go here on blueprint class. Then we have again this pop-up menu. I set here on top are the most common used ones, and here on bottom you will still find many other kinds of things. Let's set all classes. Here are only these classes. So, and here they are called blueprints now, but careful, they have many different kind of functionalities. Like I said, we have now the game mode base, which I said is the most important part because it's the first part, and you can create a blueprint like that. Then you select one of this one. For example, we will create the game mode base here. It is created. Let's create ourselves it. Let's select it. I click on it, and then because we have our first problem already, I see, because this one is called BP third person game mode, right? But the game mode convention is normally, let's call it also, I would not even call it blueprint, even it is a blueprint. I would call it GM for game mode. And then we call it my game mode, for example. And this one is better because it is a blueprint, yes, but if you say GMBP, you can, okay, let's rename this F2. We can rename it. After GM, we could write also, either you write it in front or after GM. I would write it after GM. You could write also BP underscore and then my game mode. So you can see this is also a blueprint. And when you search later something like BP here in the search bar, well, which I said, all blueprints with underscore will pop up, and all blueprints are visible with this blue line here. But why I wrote then this strange GM, right? But I said this one is a game mode. It's a very special case, very important one. This is the only reason why I wrote this. And when I search different kind of game modes, I write instead BP GM for my game modes. I want just jump to my game modes and then search which one I need, not searching all blueprints. So let's see, we have different kind of game modes, GM. Then I would here have a list of all game modes, for example. This is the only reason why I write this way. And yeah, then we have learned how to create this one, and I'm not going to use this one. We delete this, we learned this, just use the delete key on your keyboard, and we stick with this one here, which was created because we have to talk about this one. And yeah, I think before we close this video, let's open this blueprint which was already created. And like I said, if you are here and don't know where to go, there is my trick which I use all time. Okay, where's my game mode again? Here, world settings, you go on game mode on top, it jumps in, double click it, and I have it. So, and in the next video we are talking about this blueprint editor before we do anything. See you there. Bye.